My bus is 5 minutes late again. This is ridiculous. I can't believe the boards are always wrong. Bus drivers should be sacked. I can do a better job than them.
This affects me as a consumer because the service is inadequate. The buses are consistently late. This means I'm always delayed to my appointments. There's minimal reliability in the bus service, so I'm forced to allow double the time to arrive to my destination. Due to this, my satisfaction with Auckland Transport is abysmal. Finally, I don't trust the brand as a whole. This means I am not likely to invest in or employ their alternate services. The system is inefficient for several reasons. The boards display the estimated time it takes for the bus to arrive. However, they fail to account for hindrances like traffic. This is a serious issue at rush hour. They also fail to account for the buses being packed to the bleachers. This also delays the service. In addition to this, sometimes two buses will come at once, meaning there's a huge delay for the passengers waiting. This all happens due to weak information systems that have not adapted to the changing climate.
Our problem is that Auckland's buses are hardly ever on time and no one knows how far away they really are. As discussed in our clip, the cause of this are the never-ending traffic delays around Auckland. During peak hours, buses tend to turn down passengers due to the overcrowding on the buses and buses coming two at a time on the same route. This creates angry bus users who are consistently late, and despite all of this, Auckland Transport has not addressed this issue. The problem is only going to get worse as populations keep rising, which will affect numerous amounts of countries. Public transport struggles currently, and no steps have been taken to increase efficiency. This is why our issue is pertinent to not only Auckland, nor New Zealand, but the world.
We intend to create an app that allows you to see both visually and geographically where the nearest batch of buses are in relation to your local stop. The app will send a digital request to the buses, which will have both GPS connection and cameras, who then in return send an instantaneous snapshot of GPS location as well as photographic position on the road. This will include current traffic and density of the bus. In this way, you can make your own estimate concerning the transit time. What will this result in? The pros include preparing to arrive at the bus stop at the relevant time instead of waiting for the bus that ought to have come. Customer satisfaction will also increase with the speedy trips. Flow of information will not just be limited to consumers standing next to the bus board, and bus drivers will be accountable for their tardiness. The cons we acknowledge are older buses will need refurbishing, internet expenses will go up for Auckland Transport, and there will be privacy laws with snapshots.
How will this be achieved? Through information systems. A simple interface will be needed to send a request to the bus for an instant snap, then send it back to the phone. Very little data is required for this information parcel. It will not be saved as it is only relevant at time of request. GPS is already employed on buses to alert controllers where they are. By making this information public, locals will be able to ascertain where they are. They will also show local landmarks for tourists to identify with.